Alright, peace and love, fam. You already know what it is. You already know who it is. You know why we're here. So let's get right into it. Now, if you're here for what I'm here for, then that means we're here for the same thing, which is change. Real change, radical change, change that we can implement and make applicable in our lives today. So, I'm Black at you once again. Black out here in these streets, man. And it's another episode of The Angry Black Man, and once again, I'm angry. I got a lot of reason to be angry, but today I choose one. So, fam, got some bones to pick, man, and man, I'm just going back over my life, man, and I was with a young person today, and he was telling me how he was struggling with opioids. And that he was in a sober living house, and he's been there in and out for a couple of years. And he said that he can't go home, stay at home, and his mom and dad won't let him come near. You know, he's burnt a lot of bridges, can't stay with family members, and, you know, he's just trying to make a change. And I have one question to ask him. And I asked him if his mom and dad drank and did any kind of drugs at all. He says, well, they don't do any hard drugs. He said they smoke marijuana and they drink. I said, have they always drank? He said, as far as I can remember, I've always known them to drink. And, you know, man, it's that thing that it dawned on me, you know, how we create these perfect environments. You know, we talk about choices and how people have choices. But when your choices are controlled, is it really choices? And what I mean by that is this. If you go to your local grocery store, and you go get some bread. Let's say you go get a loaf of bread at your local grocery store. And in your neighborhood, you have choice A and choice B. Let's say you have choice A, B, and C. You got three choices. A, B, and C. And now let's say choice A is an excellent choice. Excellent choice. But choice B and C are bad choices. Bad bread. No good for you. Bad. You know? So, you go get a loaf of bread, and you go to pick a loaf of bread. What are you likely to choose? A good loaf or a bad loaf? Well, statistics say you're liable to pick a bad loaf because 1 out of 3 choices, if you make 1 out of 3 choices, the numbers are there that you're more likely to pick a bad choice. But let's say you go out of the neighborhood, let's say 6 blocks away. And 6 blocks away, you have choice A, B, C, and also 1, 2, 3. Now you have 6 choices, and still only choice B and C are bad. A is excellent, and 1, 2, and 3 are excellent. So you can make 4 excellent choices and maybe 2 bad choices. So what are you likely to make? A good choice or a bad choice? Statistics and numbers say you're likely to make a good choice. So again, controlled environments is what I'm talking about today. Controlled environments. But let's say you go out that 6 blocks away from there and you have choice A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z, I, O, U, double X, R, 1, 2, 3. 0.5 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My point is, the further you go out, the more choices you have. But again, the only bad choices remain the same, B and C. But what's happening in our inner cities and in most of our communities is we're limited on our choices, and the bad choices remain the same. The same bad choices are in the other communities, but they have a lot of other good choices as well, where we only have limited good choices. So how do we shift it? How do we change the paradigm and change the narrative so that it doesn't have to be the same? Well, here's one of the things. So like I was asking a young man earlier if his mom and dad drank or got high in any form or fashion, and he said he smoked weed and drank. And I asked him, birthday parties, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, was those all celebrated with alcohol and drugs? And he thought about it for a minute and he said, yeah. And that's what we do to our kids, even for the 1 or 2 year old's birthday party, grown-ups are in one room playing spades, playing tongue, chess, whatever the case is. Grown-ups are doing grown-up things, and then the kids are doing kid things. But at a kid's party, grown-ups shouldn't be smoking and getting high and drinking. And at the 13-year-old's graduation, we shouldn't be drinking and smoking and getting high. Every emotional situation shouldn't be challenged or appropriated with alcohol and drugs, or we shouldn't coincide it with alcohol and drugs. And we teach that to our children. So now when they become adults and now they're faced with these emotional problems and these emotional situations, how do they handle it? But with alcohol and drugs. And then we create this perfect environment. And then when they step outside the environment, we say they're to blame. But we created this environment for them to grow in, and we didn't teach them how to deal with their emotional problems otherwise, and because that's how we handled our situation, we taught them to handle it. And now that they've handled it and it's gotten out of control, we blame them, when no, it's really our fault. When we're uncles, we're aunts, we're brothers, we're big sisters, we're fathers, we're mothers, we're neighbors. But we're the adults, and we need to start taking responsibility for the next generation. We can't wait for our neighbors. We can't wait for the pastor. I can't wait for the president. Fuck you. I'm not waiting on you. I need to make change. Change needs to start within. Change starts here. Change starts within. It starts with me first. Recognize change in me first. And then maybe the others might fall in suit. But I don't even care if they do. Change has to start with me. I got to make a difference. And you do too, folks. You need to make a difference. You can't no longer walk around this earth and call yourself conscious and not be doing anything. And what did you do consciously today? And I challenge you, are you a creator or are you a competitor? Do you compete or do you create? Because God's create. The world competes. So you can be in this world and compete with the world like if you want to, or you can be a God and you can create. And we can always be in that creative place. You know, and that means that we can't be waiting for situations to change. We got to create change within. I don't know what change even looks like because I've never seen it. I wouldn't know if it happened right now. Change can be happening right now, and I wouldn't even know because I've never seen change. So here it is, folks. Change must start, but it has to start within. And then we have to recognize the small things. I can't be looking for the big, giant thing. Not that the big, giant thing can't happen, because it can. But I gotta recognize the small thing, and I'm looking for small changes. Small changes. It says, minute changes lead to macro changes. Huh? So, remember, folks, if you hear anything that resonates with you, any truths that you can make applicable, please like, share, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, do something. Just get the fuck up off the couch and do something. Stop claiming that you're conscious and do something. Do something if you're woke. Show me you're woke. Peace and love, fam. Remember, live life out loud with purpose.